You're with Singapore Tonight. Welcome back. Now, works by renowned Japanese artist Takashi Murakami are currently on display in Singapore. It's his first major showcase in Southeast Asia.
The exhibition, called From Super Flat to Bubble Wrap, incorporates print-making traditions, graffiti textures, wallpaper, and even moving images. His works explore our relationship with images against the backdrop of economic and social changes. And the showcase will run till mid-September.
Now, for more on this, we're joined by Emi Eu, Executive Director of STPI Creative Workshop and Gallery. That's the local gallery that's hosting the exhibition. Emi, welcome. Now, you know, I love the title, From Super Flat to Bubble Wrap. Got to ask you, what is it that Murakami wants to portray through this exhibition, given that, you know, a lot of his work's very happy on the outside, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, there are a lot of different interpretations of his works, but he's arguably most well-known contemporary artist from Asia practicing today that kind of marries the high art with street culture. So it really kind of speaks to everyone out there. It's not just for curators and scholars, but from young children to adults. And this exhibition, Super Flat to Bubble Wrap, is something that he curated specifically for our exhibition here in Singapore, which we're very, very fortunate and proud of. And it encompasses his practice from very, very early on when he came out with the Super Flat exhibition, which he started in Japan to US and went on to Europe, of all of his iconic images that he has created since the 1990s up to today. And he has added about 8 new paintings that he has given us, and it's a new directional approach that he has kind of shown us, and it is premiering in Singapore.
Oh,
yes.
Very exciting. Can't wait for that. But we also understand that his new paintings, they were inspired by the works of Michel Maillos, and that's an artist from Luxembourg who died at a very young age.
Yes. He was born in Luxembourg, but he was based and he was practicing his art in Berlin, and he tragically died in 2002, I believe, in a plane crash from going to Berlin to Luxembourg. This artist is a European artist practicing pop art of that time in Europe. Was quite unusual because pop art of the time during the Julian Schnabel time was really, everything was in focus in America with Jean-Michel Basquiat. But he was one who really kind of combined what it was happening in the streets of Los Angeles in America. He kind of imported that to Europe and mix it with what was happening. There was kind of an advent of the computer video games, if you remember, the roller coaster, the skateboarding, so, and with a lot of logos and advertising. So he kind of brought that back and into a very, very monumental scale. So it was really kind of something that the Europeans, especially in Germany, were experiencing for the first time. And Takashi, when he discovered this artist about 6-7 years ago, he was very, very taken aback, because that's what his art is really about, to bring the art to the public, to be accessible. So he got very much inspiration from this artist, and the works that we have in STPI are based on Michel Maillos' art that he created in the early 2000s.
So if I was to visit this exhibition, come into your exhibition, what would I be looking for? What about his works that's different from other contemporary artists? Maybe comment on the medium or the subject matter.
Right. Well, his works are very, very colorful and very happy. You would see a lot of flowers. You would see many, many different striking, bold colors. And in fact, when we had our conversation with him last Saturday, he shared with us that when he was in college, he was told that he had no future being an artist because his color sense was all wrong, and that really kind of hurt him, impacted on him very strongly. So he right away went out and bought a book on color Pantone and the theory. And he said he's still thanking the lady who told him that. So you will see a lot of, it's mostly like if I have to say in our own words, it would be manga-style anime. In fact, he's working on new anime program right now. And we're going to screen his Jellyfish Eyes, a feature-length film, I think one Saturday in July and one Saturday in August next month.
We certainly will look forward to all that. You make it sound so fascinating. Thank you so much for coming in, Emi Eu. She is the Executive Director of STPI Creative Workshop and Gallery that will be hosting Takashi Murakami's works.